All right, so sorry, I'm not laughing because of the situation. I'm laughing because my phone is off balance, and we're just getting through this. All right, so I think I shared last video, like my pup slowly dying this entire year. This was 2022, and then at the end of that year she passed away, and that in itself was traumatic. Like I said, I already lost my parents, and now my pup was dying young. And I just had this conversation with my ex about kids, where he completely flip-flopped on me. It was now like, no kids, not want to do that. We don't, all these other like laundry lists of excuses. And so yeah, I was just feeling very like emotionally drained and distraught. And the day that she died, I'm obviously crying. I'm bawling my eyes out. Try not to get too emotional, because when I think about that day, it's very hard for me. Like, I think I was very bonded to her, and like it still shows. So the day that she dies, I'm obviously very like upset, emotionally distraught. Like, my dog died young, tragically, like, and I didn't pay for the surgery, so I'm also feeling guilty that I didn't even like attempt to, try to save her. And as I'm crying in my ex's arms, he's basically like, I don't know if I should tell you something. And I'm just like, what? Like, no, tell me. Like, what do you mean you don't know if you should tell me something? And I'm at this point thinking like he's just gonna be like, oh, I also really regret not paying for the surgery too. I feel really bad, like, something of that sort, right? Or just kind of connecting like emotionally with me. And no, that wasn't it. It was that he's been thinking about getting a new dog, and he thought that the time to tell me that was as I was emotionally distraught at the death of my dog. That was the same day that she died. He's gonna tell me that he's been thinking about getting another dog. And at this point, I start to have some concerns, right? Like, just the emotional, like the EQ and awareness of like how damaging that would be. I'm just like, what is going on here? Like, why would he think that's appropriate to say to me, like, especially right now? And so I kind of draw a hard line in the sand after that conversation of like, we've been dancing around this whole like therapy thing, and like this is now hurting me. Like, this is now causing me damage. Like, you really need to do your work emotionally and like just become more aware. And he's like, I know, I'm sorry. That's kind of why I like asked first, like, if I should, and I said I wasn't sure if I should share it, and like, yeah, that's like on me. And like, yeah, I'm really going to do the work and like go to therapy and sign up, because yeah, I can see how that's really hurtful. So that was reassuring that he at least like acknowledged that, like, yeah, I can understand why that's hurtful. And like, once again, like the words of like everything he said sounded great, but then at this point, like I said, my parents had passed away, so I didn't have this overarching like safety issue, right? When my dad was alive, like I always had this constant like underlying anxiety, right? And I think people who remember COVID, those first years or months, right, of like anxiety of like not knowing like how you catch it or where you're gonna catch it, right? And just like that feeling of general unsafety. Like, when my dad was here in this world, like I constantly had that. And so by the time that my pup passed away, like that had faded. And so I was very much focused in on my relationship at this point. Whereas before, I had a litany of other distractions in my life, understandably, right? Where I wasn't really paying attention as much. And so, end of the year, pup passes away. He promises he's going to go to therapy, and this time I'm watching to see what he does. So next video we'll talk a little bit more about like the fallout of what happened.